Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Steve Shuttler Media once again proudly presents Pekin High School football live video streams each Friday night this fall with home and away games and the playoffs. Tune in Friday nights for Pekin High School football right here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube.
The Keswick Tavern in Keswick, Iowa is the place to be this Saturday night, October 4th, as Cody Hicks will be performing an outdoor show from 8 to 11 p.m. As always, there's no cover charge. Cody is a singer-songwriter from Montezuma playing high-energy country music. Get your friends, get a drink, and hang out this Saturday night with Cody Hicks at the Keswick Tavern. See you then.
Skunk River Radio, country music from 1990 through 2010 with some Iowa country music sprinkled in. Listen at skunkriverradio.com, download the app, listen on Alexa by saying, Alexa, play Skunk River Radio on TuneIn. You can listen to me, Steve Shuttler, each weekday morning from 6 a.m. to noon, and listen to The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio, online radio for country music from 1990 to 2010. Hey, and welcome in. Time for Pekin football here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube, also on Skunk River Radio Facebook on this Friday evening. A warm Friday evening here in Southeast Iowa. We do thank all of our sponsors on board for making our broadcast possible, and that also includes some North Mahaska sponsors for tonight. Copeland Auto Body, Nutrient Ag Solutions in Hedrick, Federation Bank, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Daisy Dew Landscaping, Oski Dental, Gobbler Creek Seeds, Pigtail Charlie's Diner, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, also Fremont Funeral Chapel, Barnwired, Son-in-Law Services, Shuttler Insurance Services, Gillum Construction and Properties, Helmuth Ford, Skunk River Radio, Fairfield Precast Concrete, Lifetime Dental Solutions, and Beaner Funeral Home. We also thank some North Mahaska sponsors for jumping on for tonight's broadcast. That includes Holland Coble Funeral Home, Proline Building Company, Lake Painting, First State Bank, and Kelly Style State Farm Insurance. Lots of sponsors tonight, Josh. Got a hot night here in Pekin tonight at Tombstone Field. What do you think?
Well, I think you're right. Hot. I think you got to 90 degrees today.
Yeah.
Not normally what you say when you have postseason Major League Baseball going on towards the tail end of the regular season of high school football schedule, and it's been a nice year, but very warm here. It is senior night at Pekin. They introduced the seniors before the game, so that's not something you'll see here. They did that about 15 minutes or so ago, so introduced all the seniors across the different fall sports. It's good to see them. This is Pekin's final home game of the season, for regular season anyway. If they can win out, they will most likely host a postseason, at least the first round of postseason. So certainly going to keep working to that. But Pekin's schedule is going to get a little bit tougher, and it's starting with tonight with North Mahaska. The Warhawks come in Class A, District 6. They are 3-2 overall, 2-2 in their district. They're with the likes of Linville, Sully, Madrid, BGM, Earlham, Martinsdale, St. Mary's, and Colfax Mingo. But North Mahaska, even though the record is at 500, have had some tough matchups and have held their own in those, including with Linville, Sully. They kind of stayed in that one. So we'll see how this one plays out tonight. Also, we got a little over 8 minutes before the start of this one. So let's jump back to last week and Pekin's performance, or should I say Nolan Glick. Yeah. So last week, my unofficial yardage was 3:30 for rushing yards. He actually had 312 on 27 attempts, 4 touchdowns, and he had 37 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Once I saw it was scored as 2 receiving touchdowns, I thought back, and there was like a flip pass that I thought was a run, but it was technically a shovel pass. So that is the difference in yardage there. So he had 312 yards. That moves him into 5th place in the state in Class 1A in rushing yards. Overall, Henry Adam is still he's second in the state of Iowa in Class 1A in longest rushing touchdown with that 95-yard burst he had. So a couple of Panthers up there in the state. But moving on to this one and setting this one up, North Mahaska is led by their senior quarterback Ryan Groom. He's got 22 completions on 59 attempts, 283 yards, 2 touchdowns, 189 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. The rushing leader is Chance Engel, the senior. He's got 28 attempts, 473 yards, and 8 touchdowns. For the Panthers, Riley Smith has got 26. He's got 26-38 with 472 yards, 9 touchdowns, 184 rushing yards, and 4 rushing touchdowns. Of course, Nolan Glick leads the way, rushing with 88 attempts, 862 yards, 11 touchdowns, 72 yards, and receiving, and 2 receiving touchdowns. Those both came, of course, last week. Henry Adams is the leader in receiving yards for the Panthers at 8 receptions, 165 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's also got 186 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Henry Adam also leads the Panthers in tackling. 22.5 is what he's credited for. He's got 4 tackle for losses, 4 sacks, and 1 interception. And those tackles, the tackle stat doesn't show the amount of quarterback hurries. Of course, we don't have advanced stats or AWS, all that stuff. We don't have that, but I can tell you he is constantly a force, pushing the ball carrier or the quarterback, whoever it is, getting them flushed out, getting them out of rhythm. He may not come up with a tackle, but certainly impacts almost every play defensively. For the Warhawks, their receiving leader is Charlie Gomont. The senior's got 7 receptions for 96 yards and a touchdown. And Aiden Groom is the leading tackler with 34.5 tackles, 3 for loss, and 1 fumble recovery. That is where 2 leaders for these 2 teams, as the marching band plays the Pekin Fight song, will be ready for the national anthem momentarily. Elsewhere tonight, on the Fairfield Precast Concrete scoreboard, you'll see the scores rolling across your screen, and we'll get to those matchups after the national anthem. That was the Pekin Marching Band honoring our nation's colors. And I'm not sure how it looks on your screen as Pekin will get ready to take the field and see what the banner says tonight. But I'm not sure what it looks like on your screen. A heavy haze falling across the field right now. I'm guessing it's field dust from the farmers picking corn and beans right now, but there's just absolutely no air moving here tonight. Overcome through courage and strength is on the banner. It is a pink out night here on senior night for Pekin as the Panthers will get ready to break through. That banner is very big this week too as well, and it is taller than the cheerleaders down there. See if the Panthers have any trouble breaking through. As I mentioned right before the national anthem, the Fairfield Precast Concrete scoreboard. We'll jump around and look at those the area matchups. As I said, you can see them rolling across the bottom of your screen. We'll update those scores as we get them, and I'll just go ahead and put the shout out now. If anybody sees it or has updates on English Valleys and Waco or Winfield Mount Union HLVTC, please share them in the comments, as not only they're breaking the banner, but some pink fog being launched into the air as the Panthers take the field. But matchups tonight, big one in Sigourney is number 3, Iowa City Regina is at Sigourney tonight, take on the Sigourney Kyoto Cobras. Both teams undefeated in district play. Iowa City Regina in the Iowa High School Athletic Association's rankings at number 3 right now. Cardinal is at Durant. Louisa Muscatine is at Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont. Winfield Mount Union is at HLVTC. Melcher Dallas is at Montezuma. Ottumwa at Waukee Northwest. Albia is at number 2, Prairie City Monroe. English Valleys is at Waco. And Grinnell travels to Oskaloosa tonight. So we will keep an eye on those. And speaking of rankings, Pekin just outside, if you look through the different media outlets, a lot of them have the Panthers at 8, 9, or 10 in Class 1A, but the official Iowa High School Athletic Association rankings does not have them ranked. They are just outside the top 10, so any victory will help them find their way in there. Of course, rankings really only help in the seeding when it comes to the quarterfinal game. As the players take the field to meet up into the coin toss, of course, kid captain being announced as well. Out there tonight. As I mentioned, the Warhawks sitting in, going to need some wins. Got to get in the top 4 of their district for them to make it to the postseason. Right now they have Earlham right in front of them at 2-1 and BGM at 2-2. So you can expect the Warhawks to be ready to play and playing with purpose. Probably one of the more physical teams that Pekin's played this year. Just what we've seen from North Mahaska as we scroll through, checking on scores and looking at highlights, things like that. This would be a good test to see where Pekin stands currently. Their last few games have not been ultra competitive for the Panthers. As they come down the stretch here, they have next week Danville and then Columbus to finish out the regular season. Danville currently 4-0 in Class A District 5. Pekin is leader of 5-0 overall record. Danville at 5-1 overall. But both teams are 4-0 in the district. Danville is off this week as their game was canceled. They were scheduled to play New London. Of course, New London has opted out of the rest of their football season this year, so they had actually 2 byes in a row. And I was looking at my screen, so Pekin let's see what the signal is here. North Mahaska won the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. Pekin will receive. They will go from left to right. If you can't tell on your screen, Pekin is in the all-black, North Mahaska in the white and black. And a lot of the Pekin players have some type of pink accent on them, whether it's wrist tape, gloves, shoes, socks, whatever it may be. So pink out, and we will see the offense take the field first for the Panthers. As the pregame clock has expired. Coin flip is done, and we are set to go. Both teams will take the field.
As you mentioned, Josh, there's a little bit of a haze in the air. You can start to see that as the night sky gets dark and the lights are kind of reflecting that fog or that dust in the air.
Yeah, just not a bit of air moving outside right now. I mean, just nothing. So it's probably going to hang around for a while. Maybe as it cools down and the dew settles in, it'll knock it down a little bit. But it's certainly a haze coming from the south here as the Panthers kick return team is out. Amos is standing back at his own 10-yard line. We'll see which direction they go. Kicking for North Mahaska is Charlie Gomont. His kick is short to the third level. Fielded there at the 30. Up the field is Henry Adam all the way up to the 45 before he's tackled by 2 Warhawks. And that is where Pekin will start their first drive at their own 45-yard line.
Again, later on, Josh will be picking our Daisy Dew Landscaping Player of the Game for Pekin. And, of course, Fairfield Precast Concrete brings us our running scoreboard. And Lifetime Dental Solutions sponsors our photo collection that'll go up tomorrow. So thank all of our sponsors on board for our Pekin coverage.
Pekin will start on the near side hash. Landon Crow is the up back. Nolan Glick directly behind Riley Smith. Henry Adam in the slot to the near side. Crow goes in motion, shuffles sides of the line. It's a flip to Glick. He's going to take it outside left, tries to get upfield, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. Might have even lost a half a yard. And they actually move him back a full yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11. Well, certainly Warhawks ready for it. Of course, you have a running back that runs for over 300 yards. You're going to certainly be keying on him. Glick now to the left of Smith. It's a handoff to Glick. Up the middle he goes. Picks up 2 or 3, and he's brought down there. Give him 4. Be 3rd and 6. Or 3rd and 7, excuse me.
And just a reminder, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., the sports section will be live from Barnwired in Sigourney. Coach Clint Weber, and he usually brings a player along with him. We'll start off the show, and we'll have Pekin volleyball tomorrow, too.
Riley Smith now alone in the gun. Glick and Crow up tight. Henry Adam to the slot to the left. Smith looking his way. Throws it to Henry Adam in the seam. The pass is completed at the 40. He breaks through, and he is gone. Off to the races is Henry Adam. Touchdown, Panthers. No flags on the play. And that seam route that has been open, seems like week after week, it's there again. And Henry Adam. And Pekin leads 6-0 with 10:38 to go. That route has been open for the Panthers, and then after the pass is completed, the other wide receivers are doing a good job blocking, giving Adam a lane. There's a direct snap to Glick on the 2-point try. He's out to the outside trying to get around the corner. Wrapped up. He dives forward to the end zone, but it is no good, just short. So 2-point is no good, and it'll be 6-0 Pekin.
In Hedrick, Iowa. Takeout, dine-in, outdoor seating, reservations, and in-store pickup are all available. Stop into Pigtail Charlie's at 508 East 6th Street in Hedrick, Iowa, or call 641-653-2223. Get more information at Pigtail Charlie's Facebook page. We hope to see you soon at Pigtail Charlie's Diner in Hedrick, Iowa. The staff members at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. A ceremony can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Let the staff at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa help you in your time of need. Hey, we thank all of our sponsors for making in your time of need. Hey, we thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. Getting ready for kickoff. Josh.
Henry Adams going to kick from the near side hash. Dylan Meelan and Logan Van Zee back deep. They are going to stand at their own 12-yard line with kick from Adam. Adams' kick is low line drive fielded at the 10. Coming up, big hole for Van Zee, and he is hit hard as he slid to he's fallen to the ground and then hit hard on his way down by Henry Adam. It was Milan that returned that kick. Sets him up at the 34-yard line. As Warhawks start their first offensive drive, 10:32 to go in the first. They trail 6-0. Ryan Groom, the quarterback, he's got running backs to either side of him as he's in the shotgun. Very similar formation to what Pekin runs. One up back. Henry Adam looks like he's going to run, going to gun the gunner, and now here's an offside by Pekin, it looks like. Get the play clock sorted out before they do that.
Is anybody going to make a decision here?
They do call encroachment on Pekin, so they'll move it up 5 and make it 1st and 5.